power to the people. We back to do maintenance. Yeah. We gonna rock like crack when it came in. If you don't like what I'm kicking, like what I'm spitting, just know when you tune to this, cloth is different. Today I'm gonna talk about my 5 underrated actors. To me, this is my opinion. Once again, my 5 most underrated actors. I don't think they get enough love. I don't think they get appreciated. To me, they're just not mentioned in these talks of acting and actors and whatnot. They don't get much love. So I'm here to, I guess, inform some people of some people, inform people that I think are some dope actors out here. Let's get right into it. At number 5, I have Daniel Day-Lewis. Now he's credited with 30 films. I haven't seen all 30, but the ones that I have seen, he knocked them out the park, honestly. The first time I seen him was in the film The Boxer, was in 1997. A great portrayal. It's a good movie. If you haven't seen The Boxer, go check that out. Now, The Last of the Mohicans, it came out in 92. Do I remember him in that film? No, I would have to revisit it. I did watch it, if I'm not mistaken. I did watch it back in the day. I had to revisit it. But I do, so you got The Last of the Mohicans in 92 and The Boxer in 97. I'm going to revisit The Last of the Mohicans. Gangs of New York. Everybody knows him as The Butcher in 2002. He smoked that role, by the way. Smoked that role. My personal favorite, There Will Be Blood, came out in 2007. Now, I think this is in my top 20 films of all time, is There Will Be Blood. I don't think many people appreciate what he did on camera in that movie. His tone, man, his reacting, the way he was reacting with the kid, and through the trials and tribulations of the kid becoming, death and whatnot. Yo, check out There Will Be Blood. Please, I advise everyone, check out There Will Be Blood. And that's it for Daniel Day-Lewis. So at number 5, I have Daniel Day-Lewis as the most underrated actor. Oh, my bad. Pardon me. Phantom Thread, 2017. Phantom Thread's a dope movie. Check that out. And Lincoln. I haven't seen Lincoln, but I heard he did an excellent role in Lincoln. That came out in 2012. So we have The Last of the Mohicans, The Boxer, Gangs of New York, There Will Be Blood, Phantom Thread, and Lincoln. By Daniel Day-Lewis. He's at my number 5. Now, number 4, I switched things around. Number 4, I have Tom Hardy. Me personally, I think he's underrated. Now he co-stars in films, but see, in this list, what I want to be very transparent, very clear about is they've been in other films, but I'm talking about them being the main star in the movie. So the films that I mentioned, they were the main star in the movie. Not the co-star. If they are the co-star, it's like a 1-2 punch. So the movies that I mentioned, they are the main star. Remember that. So Tom Hardy. Now, the first time I seen Tom Hardy was in Layer Cake, starring Daniel Craig. Check out Layer Cake, by the way. It's a foreign film. It's pretty good too. Now, the first time that I seen him being the main character, starring as the main character in the film, is the movie Bronson. Came out in 2008. Warrior, dope movie. Warrior, 2011, 2012. This Means War. Now he shared the camera time in this movie. This Means War. Lawless, co-star, but once again, he shared it with Shia LaBeouf. You know what I mean? We're gonna get back to Lawless too. Now, this is where it gets very interesting for his career. Oh, he was in Inception in 2010 too. Co-star. The Dark Knight Rises. speaks of the devil, he shall appear. Came out in 2012. Great portrayal of Bane. Great portrayal of Bane, man. Honestly, he stole the show. Like, he stole the show. The same way Heath Ledger stole the show when, in the previous Batman, the Dark Knight film, he stole the show in this. Knocked it out the park. That came out in 2012. 2012, he had Lawless and Dark Knight in the same year. Then he made the film Lock, 2013. Now, in 2014, this is the best portrayal that he has done in his acting career to me, was in 2014, the movie titled The Drop. Please, if you haven't seen The Drop, check out The Drop. Phenomenal film. Phenomenal film. He knocked that role out of the park. It was very convincing. The writing was dope. Well, I really appreciate. I bought The Drop. Matter of fact, that's crazy. 2015, the movie Child 44. Mad Max Fury Road killed that in 2015. Him and Charlize Theron, they killed that movie. Legends, also a good one. He plays himself like twins or whatever. Some actors, they do that in their careers, and a lot of times they end up failing. But he killed it in Legend 2015. Venom 2018. I don't think it was his fault regarding Venom. I really don't. I don't think it was his fault. It wasn't. And 2020 Capone, I don't think it was his fault either, man. Capone just wasn't it, yo. Just wasn't it, man. Just defecated the whole movie, grunting and slobbering. And it was just... That wasn't it, yo. It wasn't. Now at number... Where was it? Okay, number 3. I have Edward Norton with 46 films. I haven't seen all 46 films. I'm going to talk about the films that I've seen Edward Norton starring where he's the main character. First time I did see him was in Primal Fear in 1996. I remember that. I think Richard Gere. This is him and Richard Gere. I think he was the villain in this movie. Haven't seen it in quite a while. Primal Fear, 1996. Now, one of the best movies that I have seen. Someone acting. Edward Norton has it. In 1998, American History X. It's a dark movie. This is acting at his finest. He killed this role. In 1998, American History X. Then he followed it with The Rounders. Awesome movie. I was almost interested in playing poker. Like, I know how to play poker, but I don't gamble. So I know, the knowledge of the game, and I get it and whatnot. This movie right here set it off for me. Great movie by him. It's a 1-2 punch between him and Matt Damon, by the way. Fight Club. This is in my top 10 movies of all time. Fight Club is. Came out in 1999. Edward Norton, Brad Pitt. Edward Norton stole the show, I must say. The Score. Now, he was the main character in this. Him and Robert De Niro. 2001, The Score. Great movie. Death to Smoochie. 2002. This is a dark comedy. Robin Williams is in this movie. It's a wild movie, by the way. Death to Smoochie. Wild movie. Good movie, though. Edward Norton, he did his thing. 25th Hour. Came out in 2002 as well. Great movies. I think Spike Lee directed or has something to do with that, if I'm not mistaken. 25th Hour, Red Dragon, same year, 2002. I think 2003 had 3 movies. Death to Smoochie, 25th Hour, and Red Dragon. Red Dragon is the Hannibal spinoff with what's my guy's name, man? I can't remember his name right now. That's crazy, but maybe it'll come back to me. The Illusionist, 2006. Now I think The Prestige came out first, and they made The Illusionist. One of the two. I know The Prestige was better. No fault to Edward Norton, who starred in Illusionist. It was a good film, just wasn't The Prestige. The Incredible Hulk killed this, man. Why didn't they keep this going? I don't know. They dropped the ball. Edward Norton, man, this was it. I know they went to Ruffalo, Mark Ruffalo, whatever his name is. No shade to him, but this Incredible Hulk was all that, man. Came out in 2008. Pride and Glory in 2008. Colin Farrell. Edward Norton is far better actor than Colin Farrell. Came out in 2008, Pride and Glory. Now, Motherless Brooklyn in 2019. So 2008 to 2019, he starred in animated film, you know, voiceovers and whatnot. He was a co-star in films, but I'm specifically talking about the main character, you being the guy in the film. So we have from 96 to 2019, you know what I mean? This, you know, Edward Norton. He's credited with, I forgot how many films he got. I think like 60 if I'm not mistaken, but from the ones that I've seen, they were dope movies. You know, the one that he's the main character, were dope movies. Moving right along to number 2. Yeah, number 2. Shia LaBeouf. How do you pronounce his name? Is it LaBeouf? LaBeouf? Shia LaBeouf. He's credited with 60 films. Haven't seen all 60, and you know, co-star, once again, co-star, and you know, I'm not talking about co-star, you gotta be the main guy. These are the ones that I've seen or that I know of where he's the main guy. 2003, now this is the first time I seen him, was in the movie Holes. I remember seeing him. He was the sidekick in Constantine and I, Robot. That's 2004, 2005. I, Robot was 2004, Constantine was 2005. He was a sidekick. Now, him being the main guy was in 2007, Disturbia. It's a decent movie, by the way. Transformers in 2007. This is one of few films where I was in a movie theater and where people stood up in mid-movie watch. People stood up. When Optimus Prime came on the scene and, you know, when he first transformed and they first met him, people stood up and clapped, yo. It was like time had stopped. Literally, time had stopped. I seen grown men stand up, everybody, you know, people whistling at this. They just couldn't believe they were in awe. This is one of very few films that I've seen that happen. I've been going to the movie theater for quite some time and watching a lot of movies. This is one film I remember where people stood up mid-watching the movie theater and start clapping when they seen Optimus Prime come on the scene. Eagle Eye, 2008, good movie. Indiana Jones, Sidekick, 2008. I don't like Indiana Jones, by the way. Wall Street, in 2010. He was the main. I would say he's the main character. They shared it, you know, shared the screen. Lawless, he was the main character. This is a good movie. 2012. I mentioned it earlier with you know, Tom Hardy. Shia was the main guy in Lawless. This is a phenomenal film, by the way. Charlie Countryman 2013. I mentioned that before. That is my favorite like romance film. Charlie Countryman is. It's crazy. And I really don't like romance films, but this is it. Is that a rom? It's not a rom-com, but it's like a dark comedy. My comedy is so skewed and dark that I find non-comedic films funny. Man Down 2015. People haven't seen that movie. It's a good movie. Now, American Honey in 2016. I think it was slept on. He's a controversial person, so I don't think people like to check out his movies, especially as of late. Now, Borg vs. McEnroe, phenomenal movie. Phenomenal movie. 2017. It's about McEnroe, John McEnroe, and Borg. Yo, man, check out that movie, honestly. If you want to be introduced to Shia LaBeouf, check out that movie, his portrayal of John McEnroe. He killed it. Honey Boy. Peanut Butter Falcon. Peanut Butter Falcon is one of my best movies of all time. It's in my top 20. It was in 2019. I think it was in my top 5 in 2019, Peanut Butter Falcon. Check out Peanut Butter Falcon and check out Honey Boy. They're awesome. Honey Boy is actually a portrayal of his real life. So check out Honey Boy. It's a good movie. And Tax Collector 20. That wasn't it. That wasn't it, yo. Tax Collector. We gonna bypass that one. It was utter trash, honestly. Number 1 underrated actor. No other than Don Cheadle. He's always co-starring in films. Like he's like the co-star king. This Don Cheadle, like he has a plethora of movies, but he's always co-starring in them. For some reason, they play him for some reason. I don't know why they play him. I see him in Devil in the Blue Dress was the first time I seen Don Cheadle in a movie with starring Denzel Washington. Ironically, he was a co-star in that movie. Now, 1996, he made Rebound, the Earl Manigault story. Phenomenal. Check that out. If you want to be introduced to Don Cheadle and his acting skills, check out Earl Manigault, Rebound. It's a great portrayal of the basketball player. Street legend. Now, in 2000, he started in Traffic. Crazy thing is, he was a co-star in Traffic. He was the main guy in the movie Crash that started it was 2000, and 4 years later you played like the same movie except you were the guy in this one. Which one of y'all think is a better movie? Traffic or Crash? I'm gonna go with Crash. This is my opinion. 2004, he also made Hotel Rwanda. He starred in Hotel Rwanda. Phenomenal movie. Go check out Hotel Rwanda. Phenomenal. 2007, Talk to Me. Dope movie. It's hilarious, by the way. In 2007, he starred in the film Reign Over Me. Now, this is a 1-2 punch between him and Adam Sandler. Like, they both share the same. I know it's Adam Sandler, you know, but they're both on the cover. You know what I mean? I gotta give him credit for this, man. He made the movie too, honestly. Reign Over Me is a good movie. The song is a pretty crazy song, by the way. 2008, he made Traitor. Once again, that's one of his best films. Is the movie Traitor. He held it down. 2009, Brooklyn's Finest. You know, sometimes you just have to say no. When things come across your table, you see the script, you just might want to say no. Like, I understand that people starring in the films you might be cool with, but Brooklyn's Finest was trash, yo. Oh, it was terrible. Terrible. One of the worst movies, period. He was an Iron Man 2 co-star. Now he's in, since 2010, he's been in all the Marvel movies as a co-star. So you know what I mean? We're not gonna give him credit for that. So 2015, from 2010 to 2015, he made the movie Miles Ahead. Miles Davis portrayal, which is a good one. Check that out. It's a good one. So my list consists of Daniel Day-Lewis, Tom Hardy, Edward Norton, Shia LaBeouf, and Don Cheadle. These are my top 5 underrated and underappreciated actors right now. That's it. Like, share, subscribe, man, and give me some feedback about what's your top 5 underrated. You know what I mean? Or do y'all agree with my top 5? Or do you have another top 5? Put it in the comments. I appreciate it, honestly. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, big shots number, the little shot that kept shooting. Till the next episode, hold it down. Part my back. Salute.